Yo guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. It's nice to see you today. So we're going to be going over the hotfix that came out today, which is hotfix number 27.0.11. We have the patch notes right here in dark theme, and we're also going to be putting some gameplay on the screen while I read over these with you. The patch notes will be in the description down below if you'd like to go along with them while I'm reading them. So let's get into that gameplay. Doing some experimentation on a new intrinsics farm. New in air quotes because it's still going to take Ivara and stealth finishers. Who could have guessed it? All right, let's start off with the first line of changes. This is the Great Reactor buffings. If you saw the video from 2 days ago, you know exactly what I'm talking about right here. We got the all the reactors basically getting huge avionics capacity buffs at bare minimum. So for example, I'm going to quickly show you guys the some of the reactors I have. So I finally got a Vidar reactor yesterday. This one was about like 56, I want to say, avionics capacity. It got buffed up to 94. This Lavan one, which is almost a max roll, it was like 60 something. I think 70 was the old max. It's 89 now. And it's got 157 flux capacity versus this one having 18. So this one might actually be more useful. I mean, I lose 5 points of avionics, but I get a ton more flux energy, so we'll have to actually be thinking about that stuff in the future. And now these Zekti ones, the Zekti I was already using a 79. Another hotfix is inbound right now. This one's 73, 71, 78. So I did actually have the best Zekti one that I've currently gotten to drop, currently equipped, but we'll probably end up upgrading the Lavan and the Vidars just for convenience sake. Hotfix before Borrow appears tomorrow. Let's try to rush out the video before it comes out. All right. Back to the gameplay, we're going to go over these patch notes. So basically all the reactors got huge avionics buffs. Your currently existing reactors are going to take these buffs into account too. And it looks like it's going to take the range that they were in rolled, like, just up that. So, like, I was at the middle of the range for avionics. Now I'm still at the middle of the range for Vidar, but it's 94, so it's still great, okay? Moving on to a very important change, in my opinion. Tenebrous ephemera removal and future acquisition. So before we go over that, let's read the reasoning behind changing the reactors. With the changes to the reactors, it's important to note how we got from point A to point B. When initially setting up the avionics values of these rewards, we did not foresee the depth of the frustration the ranges caused. But in hindsight, we should have. Thanks for your feedback, we are able to confidently make broad and major buffs across the board. Hey guys, our complaining and our feedback is making a difference in the game. They said that they changed it because of our feedback. Moving on to another thing that was changed because of our feedback, right here, the Tenebrous Ephemera removal. Temporarily remove the Tenebrous Ephemera as a drop from reinforced sentient containers aboard the sentient anomaly in the Veil Proxima. This drop method is causing numerous issues in terms of connectivity, stability, and player frustration. We're going to change the acquisition method that won't involve a direct drop rate in a near future update, and will instead be closer to a token system. Complete X anomaly missions to buy ephemera from a vendor. So literally exactly what I wanted. Or not what I wanted, but what I randomly came up with in like 3 seconds in that video I was complaining about. I said, just make it like a progress bar where if you earn enough stuff, you get the ephemera. Literally thought about it in 3 seconds, they're going to add that. I think they could have thought of a better idea, but hey, it's better than what we had. I don't even know why they thought that putting the farm the way it was in the game in the first place was anywhere near a good idea. That literally was a troll farm, guys. I actually had a lot of research and work I was putting into a video. Because, like, honestly, like I knew the Tenebrous Ephemera was a troll farm. I was researching what other gaming communities have done when there's an obviously troll farm put in the game as a developer, by the developers, and like what they ended up doing. So basically most people just said, don't do the farm. Like, we can complain about it, but they're not going to remove it until we keep complaining, and just don't do it. So they removed that, thankfully. I didn't have to put that video out. And so many people just have their time saved. Like, in my Discord server alone, there's been a squad of people that have been farming the Tenebrous Ephemera for like weeks, and we've had some of those guys have done hundreds of runs and they've seen like 2 red boxes with capture scenes. So for their hearts, I'm happy this is happening. And yeah, if you are somebody that is like, oh, I farmed the ephemera the hard way, Screw them giving it to people for free. Dude, please don't do that. Come on. Like, this sucks. It totally sucks. And more people should have it. And I definitely don't have it still. And I really want it badly. So I'm happy they're changing that. Moving past the Tenebrous Ephemera. Oh, by the way, the Tenebrous Ephemera will come back as soon as possible in a better acquisition method, is what they said. Alright, moving on. Affinity gained from Omni-Tool repairs and forges and forge actions aboard the Railjack is now shared with the squad. So the general gist of that is, if you repair the ship, like you've repaired the hull breach, you repair the fire, electrical, and apparently you get affinity for doing stuff with the forge as well. That affinity from those repairs and forge activities are shared with the entire team. Even if they're on the other side, even if they're in the sentient ship and you're on the other side of the entire map fixing the ship, they're still going to get those intrinsics from the repairs. That's the general gist of that. Wreckage Limit has also been changed to match the existing Riven's system in terms of how the limit behaves with the player. Instead of the wreckage being auto-scrapped when over the limit, a prompt will appear, return to the dry dock, that indicates the over-limit wreckage must be dealt with before you start another Railjack mission. Okay, so really good change. No auto-scrapping your wreckage like it was before. Now it's like you go back to the dojo after your Railjack mission. It's like, before you play another Railjack mission, you got to get rid of some of this wreckage. Like, you might have like 10 pieces of wreckage you need to get rid of. And it's not like you had a problem getting rid of it. It's just like the system was so terrible before that now you can actually do it without deleting the stuff that's good on accident. So that's a good change. Wreckage repairs that are now partially funded or waiting for completion, the timer not expired yet, can now be canceled. You can cancel your wreckage builds now, guys. Resources funded will be returned, and the wreckage will remain in your inventory to be scrapped or repaired or scrapped later. Great change. Great change. Changed base avionics so they will have at least one rank to address difficulty, knowing which one you can scrap and which ones you can't, due to the no ranks nature of the avionics and Lavan school, for the most part, and Vidar. So a bunch of changes to the base avionics. Good. To accommodate for the base avionics changes above, other avionics have been changed. Vidar Predator, which I've never even seen, higher base stat and higher drain. Vidar Winged Steels, lower drain. Vidar Winged Force, lower drain. Good. Good stuff, good stuff. Numerous UI changes in the name of organization and clarity have been made to the Railjack research and configure screens. Okay. That is not looking really important right there. Alright, we're going to move on. Hull breach that are active when the mission succeeds will be fixed automatically. Increase the range of Winged Cyclone, Winged Force, Winged Steel, and Winged Storm to 1,000 meters. Another good change that I was suggesting before. I'm like, why are these so low range? You have to like literally like be on top of the Railjack in your Arcwing to get these buffs. Now it's like, if you have those equipped, it will be a nice buff to anyone doing the boarding roll. So that's really, really good. Happy about that one for sure. Increase the mount animation speed of the Arcwing, Slingshot, and Wing turrets. Good. Less animation locking time is always a good thing for me. And then let's see, moving on here. Just make sure the new hotfix has anything important in it. It does not. Tone down the effects of the Particle and Fiery Phoenix Battle Avionic. That's good, because like in that Fiery Phoenix test video, I could not see anything. I got Particle Ram to drop yesterday, and I haven't even used it yet, so I want to try that one too. Since you can actually see now. To further increase the visibility when a forge is available for use in the Railjack, the two screens and orange circle above the activation window will glow when it's ready. Okay. That's a pretty interesting thing right there. A little visual cue saying that the forge is good to go. Reduce the brightness of the cruise ship healing bubble effects. Okay. Open squads, blah, blah, blah. Fix not gaining intrinsics after mission completion. Fixed a case of loading a Railjack mission forever due to some players having different progress on the rising tide. There's lots of little mini changes in here that are all good, of course. We're going to move on. General changes. Grendel Spectres can now use all of his abilities. Good. Kuva Thralls now have a new icon. So you can tell what's a Thrall, what's a Lich. So that's good. That will be helpful. That's the new icon for Thralls. Alright. Remove the slight red tint that was always displayed on the Shadow Glow, no matter what energy color you choose. Color choices. That's a good change. I could not get rid of it. I wanted my yellow wisp energy, and it was always like purple or red. So they changed that, so it's good. Alright, made some micro optimizations. That stuff does not matter. Those kinds of things do not matter. Let's see if I can find this new hotfix patch note that was just posted. This was literally posted. Here we go. It's just fixing a script error. Nothing important in the hotfix. It just came out like a couple minutes ago. Okay. So for the most part, we caught most of the stuff, it looks like. Just like some visual bug fixes. They didn't nerf Void Hole. I was betting Plat that they were going to nerf Void Hole today. But they didn't, so that's good. Overall, good hotfix. Not a lot of stuff really changed. Just some quality of life buffs. Like, obviously the reactor changes are huge. Removing Tenebrous Ephemera is good for our own sake, because no one should be farming it the way that was. And affinity gain for your teammates is a good start. I definitely think they should completely change how stealth multipliers work on XP, and I think everyone should get the shared stealth multiplier XP personally, because Ivara is very selfish, and it's really just like, it's promoting bad team play, so I think the Ivara thing should be changed into a better state, where you put enemies to sleep, and the affinity multiplier is going to be helping your teammates too. Also, electricity hazards suck, as Ivara, because you have no health. But yeah, guys, I hope that you found this video helpful. Yeah, I can actually fit a normal build on my Railjack now, because my reactor is not like 50 capacity, so that's really awesome. The fact that the Mark III reactors you get in the wild are guaranteed to be better than the Dojo Reactor Mark III is a good change. It felt really dumb that every one I was getting was basically worse than the Dojo Reactor, so really good change there. Some more things they could definitely fix is they could fix the Kuva Liches, make the Kuva Liches so you're actually working towards something. Make Rivens where you're actually working towards something. That would be some good changes and some goodwill towards the community. Oh, by the way, guys, really important. There's a dev stream tomorrow. They're going to be talking about their plans for Warframe in 2020. So make sure you check out their Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Warframe. Not my stream, their stream. And then, yeah, there will be like an hour stream. They're going to have a 3-hour celebration afterwards with like some game shows and stuff. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And hopefully we hear what's going on in 2020 with Warframe, besides just Aviri, which we know is happening. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take it easy. And yeah, more Railjack content will be coming out very soon, as well as more Kuva weapon content. I got the Kuva Tonkor is awesome. Let me just say that. The Kuva Tonkor is awesome. And I will definitely be putting out a video on the Kuva Tonkor in the very near future. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.